All right, you guys, hold on. Let me turn this down right quick. Let me turn this down. This is where we are now with men. This is what society is allowing to happen to men, and in particularly black men. So now we're taking the word of a known whore who basically, fucks for a living. So this is where we're headed. This is what we're doing now. This message right now, I want to say this to all the women and men who have children that are athletes, that are football players, basketball players, boxers, whatever the case may be, and they look to go professional. This is what you have to watch out for. And I keep saying that it's getting to the point to where women like this is why the dating scene is dying. This is why dudes are not going to the club anymore. This is why um this is why men are just checking out from dating or even dealing with a woman, because now you can't even break up with a woman in peace without a woman like looking for a money grab. Now this is just a hustle. Now this thing is just trendy. So every time you get with a woman, if you have money or if you're a highly paid, well-off athlete, you get involved with a woman and you break up with her or whatever the case may be, now she can sue you claiming that you violated her. I mean, this is just getting absurd. Mariah Mills of all people. A whore, a well-known whore who has like water balloons in her butt. I mean, who is just to a certain degree grossly enhanced. Now she's claiming that Zion Williamson. And see, the thing is, these women are so heartless now. They don't care what they do to a person's career. And this is why you're going to start seeing more men, in particularly going overseas, whether it's to Thailand, whether it's to Colombia, whether it's to, whether it's to the Philippines, and getting women and wifing women up there, and probably not even living in the States anymore, because this is what you have to run into. Society's allowing these women to run rapid where they could just say that you violated them. They don't want to call the police. They don't want to have you arrested, but they want your damn money. So now this has became trendy. This has became now what it looks like a lot of people think it is a hustle. So, and for all the women that's going to sit up here and just automatically side with her just because she's a woman, the joke is on you. Okay, keep that same energy if you have a son and somebody do that to your son. Is you gonna have that same energy? Is you gonna say, well, because she's a woman and she's accusing my son, then I gotta ride with her? So you gonna really play the battle of the sexes, or are you gonna play what's right? This is what we're doing now. Her. We knew when the first one filed a lawsuit, we knew she was gonna follow suit, literally and figuratively. If I'm Zion Williamson, I would countersue her. And this is something that dudes are going to have to do. They're going to have to start countersuing these women for defamation of character. And they're going to have to start pressing for these women to be brought up on charges, especially if they made false accusations. They should be basically arrested for extortion, blackmail. And rumor has she's going to known, ambulance chaser Tony Bugsby. And then, of course, another thing, you're going to have these wimp ass dudes, these simps, these Captain Sableholes, that's going to sit up there and back these women up because they think it's going to generate to them getting subscribers, views, and making money at the expense of doing what's right and calling this out. Listen, I'm going to say this. If you violate a woman, if you sexually assault a woman and it's proven that you did it, you deserve whatever punishment is rendered towards you. But on the flip side, if you're a woman that sit up here and just lie on a man just to be trying to basically financially blackmail him and ruin his reputation, you should be brought up on charges. Yeah, she is obsessed with him. But see, what happens is a lot of times these women, this is why they need to start having counsel for these dudes. I know they make them take classes about how to invest their money, but they need to condition these dudes to watch out for women like this because they don't know no better. I keep saying this stuff. Dudes like Jalen Green, you know, Anthony Edwards, Zion Williamson, these dudes ain't from the streets. They don't understand how the streets work. They not on to these type of women. And dudes like Travis Hunter, Xavier, you know what I'm saying, Xavier Worthy, they not up on game. They actually need people like me to basically, you know, put these dudes up on game and what to watch out for. It's to the point now, I'm gonna say this again. Any athlete that is watching this video, may come across this video, it is time to make these women sign every type of consent form you could think of. They have to sign an NDA. They have to sign a confidentiality agreement. They have to sign a sexual consent form. They have to agree to be filmed. So therefore, this type of thing don't happen. And you have to document every time that you've been with a woman. I hate to say this, you are going to have to literally keep a file of your body count. So when something happens, you can say, hey, on this date, this happened. You have to make for real. You're going to have to make these women sign a pre-sex and a post-sex agreement. And you have to get them on film. And if they refuse to do it, kick them out and have a second person present. Have your security present as a witness. This is where we're headed. This is what this has came to now. You're not even allowed to be a man anymore. And then the funny thing, if you watch some of her films, most of the dudes that she with are of Caucasian persuasion. She messes with everybody but black dudes on her films. But she got a hold of Zion. Zion is a trick. He's a trick. You have to understand, these are dudes that come from, like, it's a difference between coming from the suburbs, a well-off area, or even coming from the hood, and then all of a sudden you get a contract, you an instant millionaire. And a lot of dudes don't know how to handle that. A lot of dudes don't know how to handle that. We have to tell the truth. We need to start building, you know what I'm saying, rapports with these dudes, being older statesmen. As OGs in the game, we owe it to these dudes. It is literally a battle of the sexes, a gender war and a reputational war. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. They need to stop this stuff. They need to start throwing this shit out of court. And I'm just going to keep it 100. I know people going to be mad at me. This is why I won't ever vote for a woman to become president, especially in the United States, because they would have continued to allow this stuff. I mean, it's like you get shamed for everything for being a man. You really are getting straight shamed. You can't go to the gym. You can't look at a woman without her making you feel like you some kind of pervert. And you may think she's attractive. And then these will be the same women saying, why won't nobody approach me? Why won't nobody talk to me? Oh, you're cowards. Hell yeah, we cowards. If you're going to sit up there and film us saying, look at this guy, he's making me feel uncomfortable. Hell yeah, you should be scared that some woman could destroy your reputation. Hell yeah, you should be scared. You damn right. You damn right. Because all it takes for a woman to just falsely film you and say, oh, this guy's staring at me. He's making me feel uncomfortable. But then you damn near naked at the gym. You're damn near naked at the gym. And then a lot of these women, they dress like whores. They come in there. They don't even work out. They just walk around the gym. I seen it. And this is why I don't go to the gym. I don't go to the gym till like 3, 4 in the morning. Man, get out of here with that stuff, man, get out of here about you should know better. Like, dude, get out of here. Get out of here. It's easy to say that when it ain't happening to you. You have to understand that when the instant fame and money comes, you don't know who to trust because everybody has an angle. Everything is coming at you all at once. All these get rich schemes or get richer schemes. These, oh, I got an idea. This, like, so don't sit up here and say people should know better. These are kids, pretty much. They're young men. They still need to be taught. My son is 26. I still have to teach him stuff. It just don't stop. It just don't stop at age 18 or between 18 and 21 where these kids know everything. That's the problem. They still have to be taught guidance. So get out of here with that stuff, dude. Fuck out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit, dude. You sound dumb as hell. You sound dumb and you sound ignorant. Okay, well, I see it all too. I see it all too. Stop like, hey, dude, take your cape off, dude. For real. Take your cape off. Take your cape off. You part of the problem. You part of the problem. You part of the problem. That's what I'm saying. You 26. You don't know nothing. Shut the fuck up and listen. Listen to somebody that knows. Shut your ass up and listen. I'm trying to give you some game. I'm trying to help you. That's the problem. You guys speak and don't listen. Well, I guess not. I guess you can't. Not anymore. Biggie told that. I guess Biggie saw the future when he said more money, more problems. Because the more money you get, the more problems you seem to have. You can't even be rich and enjoy being rich without somebody trying to come up with a way to take your money from you. Like I said, these lawsuits, they're a hustle now. That's all it is. They're a hustle. It's strong arming. Ask yourself this. The same thing that's going on with Diddy. All these women coming forward saying he did this, he did that. He assaulted me multiple times, but then you kept going back. Same thing with Zion Williamson. If this man supposedly did all these horrendous things, why you kept bringing your ass back? That doesn't make any kind of sense. Because I can tell you now, if somebody stole from me or somebody violated me, I'm not going around them. Either two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna go to the authorities or I'm gonna come back and you know what's next. Probably so. This is what I'm hearing. She's going to him. Because this is the guy now. This is the guy now. So I'm saying from this point on, I'm talking to any of you dudes. If your son is in junior high and he's a, top prospect in baseball, football, basketball, man, protect him. It's funny, like I said, we sat up there and we laughed at Regina. Well, I didn't laugh at Regina Jackson. It's funny. Everybody was criticizing Regina Jackson and saying that she need to back up and all this kind of stuff. Now I appreciate Regina Jackson even more. I think you do need a chaperone when you're a young athlete. I do think you need to have somebody with you at all times. Because you know why? Because this keeps happening. Didn't I tell you? I said a couple of days ago. I actually said yesterday that they was gonna be a new dude that they was gonna do this to, and it'll be somebody next week too. There should be laws in place where somebody can't sit up there and say that you did 92, and they suing you. They don't want to press charges as far as the police go. They want to sue you. You got women coming out of nowhere talking about somebody did something to them before, when Gang Starr was, just coming out. Or when, Snoop Dogg was recording Doggy Style. I mean, come on, man. When do it get to the point to where you put your foot down? These judges got to stop allowing this baloney. It don't even matter. Even if it's proven, for some reason, even if it's proven that the person lied, you get shamed for fighting for your reputation. Well, by him, exposing her as a liar, it's bad for it hurts these other cases where women are really not, hey, that ain't our problem. That's not your motherfucking problem. It's about you protecting what's going on with you, protecting your reputation. You are not, you know what I'm saying? For real. This is just real talk. You are not obligated to save the world. You are not obligated to protect every woman that's getting violated. That's up to them. Once again, a shaming tactic. Like E40 said, I can't save everybody, but I can save a few. You're not obligated to save all women. Because are they doing it with us? No, absolutely not. No, you never, you never leave the situation. You never leave the situation clean. Even if it's proven that this person lied. For some reason, you still the villain. Because keep in mind, there was some white woman that said years ago that men should just accept responsibility whether they're guilty or not. Bitch, is you crazy? Is you crazy? You out of your damn mind. You out of your damn mind. Please. I've been saying this, that they need to start coming down hard on women that lie about this kind of stuff. These things now are, to me, I'm gonna keep it 100. You can't even be a player no more. You can't be a player no more. If you are unmarried, you are allowed to do whatever you want to do, as long as it's consensual, as long as nothing was did forcefully. But now, but it's okay. It's okay for a woman to have multiple partners. But now the man, if he does it, he's a creature. He's a pedophile. He's a rapist. He's everything you could think of. Well, we might be headed towards that direction. They kind of hinted that on Demolition Man, that you literally gonna have to have permission to go like knock somebody down, because this is where we're headed. This is what you call straight shaming, and it's did by design, and particularly towards black men. They're gonna be somebody else next week, and then the week after that. I'm gonna say this again. All you athletes, you better go get a lawyer. You better start getting all the documentation. You better get you a camera crew. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to become a reality star. You don't have to put it on YouTube, but you're gonna have to keep a file. You're gonna have to keep a file. You're gonna have to have dates. You're gonna have to have time. You're gonna have to have all that to make sure these type of things don't happen, because that's where we're headed. That's where we are now. And the funny thing is, these women that sit upside with women like Mariah Mills, a whore, a known whore. All y'all doing is making it bad on y'all self. So we don't want to hear nothing about. Oh, why don't black men want us anymore? Why are black men going overseas to find wife? Here's your answer. Because this kind of stuff. So we don't want to hear it no more. All he got to listen. He need to countersue. And see, that's another thing. When these dudes start countersuing, they try to guilt him about that. And another thing, these dudes like Stephen A. Smith, these other dudes, they need to start calling this out and stop being scared and stop worrying about backlash. I'm not worried about no damn backlash. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about people being mad at me. I do not give a fuck. If I see some people that's on some BS, I'm gonna call it out. I'm not worried about consequences. That's the problem now. You're not allowed to tell the truth anymore. I told you, people would rather lie and look good lying than to tell the truth and be criticized. You know, negativity sells now. Well, Stevie, like I said, these American women to themselves complain about all I see is women getting on the internet complaining about, in particularly black women, complain about every goddamn thing. I seen a woman that made a video basically complaining about, I don't like if a man grows his hair out and tries to get dreads. It's just nerve wracking. But if you say anything about them, oh my God, who are you? They want to critique, but don't want to be critiqued. I've been saying this for a while. Zion need to countersue. I don't know if y'all know, Smokey Robinson is countersuing the people that accused him of, assault. He's suing his accuser for $500 million. That's what you got to do. I'm not worried about nobody shaming me or being, calling me out. It is. We got to stop this stuff. We got to stop this stuff. It's absurd. It's just ridiculous now. And it's just to the point to where, like, you got to be kidding me. You're literally being shamed for being a man. I just see this foolishness on the internet. Every time I look around, you got some black woman that actually push the record button to just come up with the most absurd ideology that you could think of. I just seen one woman, she literally was looking through a dude's phone and invading his privacy, talking about he better not say nothing to me because somebody calling him name baby doll. I wish he would say something. No, that's the problem. You wish he would have said something, but she actually looked at this man's phone and started tweeting about it. That's insanity. So you literally mad because this dude got a call from somebody. So basically everything is supposed to start and end with you. And once again, why are you in this man's phone? And why are you sitting up putting this man's private business out for everybody to talk about? Now, she didn't say the dude's name, but, I would consider suing her. And this is what women do too. They get mad. They get triggered about everything. If you say something to them, they get mad. If you don't say nothing to them, they get mad. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yeah, I've been saying that. I've been saying that. I hate to say this, and people, like I said, I'm willing to take backlash. Like, I won't ever vote for a woman to become president of the United States. Just real talk. I know I'm going to catch backlash for it, but I'm sorry, because society automatically gives them a way out or a way in. They're never held accountable. They can sit up here and lie and destroy a man's reputation. They can financially hurt this man and they just get away scot-free. No accountability. Oh, well. What happened with what was that ex-football player's name in Florida who basically a woman was over his house. He basically tried to end the relationship. This lady tore up, destroyed his house, damaged property, and then went and lied and said that his name is Travis something. I cannot remember his last name. Another Travis. This lady lied on this man, told her brother, his people had the audacity to come knock on his door. He ended up knocking a couple of them down. He got charged. With murder. Even though he beat the case, it was clearly an act of self-defense. And then come to find out the woman that tried to put him in jail, the prosecutor, was a black woman. And then they proved that the woman lied. They proved that the woman, no, not Xavier Worthy. It was No, it's not Xavier. It was a dude he played in the NFL, but it was in Florida. It was clearly a case of stand your ground, self-defense. They came to his house trying to, they actually hit the man. They attacked his brother. So basically the dude went and got a weapon. He plowed a couple of them down and he got charged with murder. And then, like I said, the person that shooted him was a black woman. It was clearly an act of self-defense. Clearly an act of stand your ground. And he went through all this scrutiny. This lady destroyed his house, made threats towards him, damaged his property, and she got away scot-free. She wasn't charged with anything. Got caught in lies by the man's defense team, and nothing happened to her. Yeah, him. Yeah, Travis Randolph. Yeah. They had her saying, they had text messages saying, come do something to this dude. Basically, she made a threat towards his life. She didn't get charged with nothing. Didn't get charged with one damn thing. But then yet, Travis Randolph, once again, never got a chance to get back into the NFL. And then he should sue her. And like I said, when I found out the person that tried to put him in jail was a black woman, my head just sank to the ground. I said, so this is a sister, a black woman that tried to destroy a black man who clearly was defending himself in his home. Them niggas came to his house, knocked on the door. They had all this is on camera. They came to his house, knocked on the door. And her excuse to prosecute him was, oh, well, they retreated. It doesn't work like that. Once they came to his house, it's on and popping. So I'm just saying, y'all, this is crazy. Oh, shout out to my girl, Jane Doe. Shout out to my girl. She a real one. She a real one. But like I said, if you wonder why the club scene is dying out, why people not going on dates anymore, look, this type of stuff. Why people not going to the gym no more. This is why businesses, public businesses are dying, because this kind of stuff, because they are allowing women to get away with this stuff. This is why men are not approaching women anymore. And didn't you see what happened a few weeks ago with those girls, those two tyrants that sabotaged their homegirl's date? They did it intentionally because they didn't have a date. So they decided to sabotage her date. So they sat up there and sent the drink to the table saying it was from a secret admirer. Talking about, oh, we finna up the ante. What ante you was you was upping? No, you were just mad because you two bitches didn't have a date, and that's all it came down to. So you decided to set. And then the sad part about it was the girl didn't apologize to the dude. She just was sitting up there sort of like side with her homegirls. I would be mad as hell if I was out on a date with a young woman and some homeboys tried to sabotage my date. I would get at them. But they did that dude a favor because they saved him a lot of heartache and trouble. Those are the type of girls that would try to interfere, purposely try to sabotage their relationship. And then if they break up, they'll probably try to get at the dude. And there goes that notion. It looked like he took her to a nice restaurant. Because according to them, it was like they had like 3 floors. And then they filmed the whole thing. And then when people ripped them to shreds for basically cock blocking and hating, then of course they took the video down. And I'm glad everybody got to see what them bitches look like, because they're not women. They were haters and they were jealous. Oh, hold on, Jane. Let me hold on. So I'm just saying. Like I said, it's scary now. The funny thing is, me being 50 years old, when I went to the club, I actually went to the club to have a good time. And now a lot of times you just see these women now, they just be begging. They just be begging, and it's desperate. And I say this to a woman, the same way you don't want no man to ask you for no cat on the first date, why are you asking a man for money? That is what you call broke hole vibes. All it is. Well, it's working. Yeah, she obsessed with that dude. But that's what happens. When a dude water off, like I said, when his like a lot of times they meet a dude like him. Once again, he don't have no common knowledge of how to handle women that look like that. But then again, she ain't all that because I'm talking about she got this grossly, she passed the BBL. She got this gross looking butt that looked like she literally got two flat basketballs on both sides of her butt cheeks. She just looked grossly enhanced. Listen, I like curvy women just like the next person, but damn, it's a difference between look at curvy and then look at gross. She looked gross. And that's what happens. That's why Zion's other baby mama snapped. He went got him a new chick. And she came, broke into the house. And from what I heard, that Zion bought this lady a house. But due to the fact he moved on, she came, broke into the house, attacked the girl. So, this is the type of stuff that goes on. This is crazy. I used to go, listen, I'm from Oakland, so I used to go to a couple of clubs. They're not there anymore. But when I went to the club to actually have fun, going to the club, meeting people, dancing it. But like I said, now these women here are just needy now. They don't try to hustle you out a drink. They say, could you buy me and my friends a drink? Like, okay, so am I going home with all three of y'all? So like they don't have these clubs no more. Cause like when I was like out and about, I used to go. They still got the sports page, but I don't really go to the club no more. They used to have Apartment C. If you from Oakland, you know where Apartment C is. It's over there on 90th and East 14th. So I used to go to Apartment C. I used to go to the sports page. I used to go to Pat's in downtown Oakland. I used to go to the Caribbean. The Caribbean is still there. The Caribbean is still open. They used to have a club over there towards Jack London Square called Du Chalet's. That's where I saw Eminem perform. Like when he first came out, Eminem is scary as hell. I never saw a dude sing a song and run out the club. So I'm just saying, I used to actually have fun. So, and then there were a couple of other places. There was the stadium in San Leandro. Then they used to have the Ambassadors Lounge in San Jose. So they used to have San Jose Live. Actually, I used to have fun. Actually, the women would want to engage in conversation. Now these women sit up at the table with their lips poked out. They like I said, they get mad if you speak to them. They get mad if you don't speak to them. It's just like you can't win for losing. You just be like, what the hell is going on here? So I don't get it. But yeah, in closing, you guys, because I got to get ready to get up out of here because I got to meet with somebody because somebody want to meet with me about covering the event. So I'm finna head to the city. But nevertheless, I just wanted to put that out there. Just y'all be careful. To all the women out there, if you got sons, this is what you have to prepare for. If you a man that got a son that's like a high school superstar athlete, this is what you have to prepare yourself for. Like I said, it's gonna get to the point now where everything gonna have to be documented. Real talk. I'm out.